Welcome to Week 10 of Electric Football. This is the post-Sandy aftermath. I'm Stu Pace.
I'm Steve Brown.
Here we are with our amazingly accurate prediction show.
Let's see. Last week, Steve went, that would be me, by the way, 12-2, and Stuart went 11-3.
11-3.
Pretty good stuff, folks.
Go
So we're
figure.
giving it to you for free.
And we don't charge you. You just got to watch the show.
We would like a like, if you can click on that little thing. Maybe a subscribe. That'd be nice.
Yep.
Anyway, we're going to start out with the Thursday night game. We're a little late getting to this because, we didn't have power and things like that.
It takes Steve 6 hours to get home from New York.
Yeah, at this point, my commute is hell. But see those bags? They're even bigger than they used to be. So we're going to start out with the Colts at the Jaguars, and my luck has been going down, but the Colts' luck has been going up, especially with Andrew Luck, who looks like the real deal all of a sudden. The Jaguars should be running around with for sale signs hanging on their necks. Mm-hmm. This game's about to start in a few minutes. We're going to be watching it on the big screen, and my guess is we're going to be watching the Colts take this one. Stu?
Yeah, I think that Andrew Luck's going to reset his rookie record from last week against the Jaguars. The Dolphins, who have a theoretically good defense, theoretically don't. And, barring a couple interception possibilities that the Dolphins just couldn't do, this guy was throwing all over the place. He looks poised, and he looks like the real deal.
Okay. Moving on to the Chargers at the Buccaneers. And Norv Turner seems to have survived another Halloween, just like Michael Myers. Usually we go into November because usually the Chargers go on a big run now, but I don't see that happening. This Doug Martin kid is for real. The last couple of weeks he's been catching and running hard, running like a madman. Tampa also stops the run really well, so I'm taking the Bucs. I'm on the Bucs bandwagon right now.
Yeah, me too. With a running game like this, Josh Freeman doesn't have to do a lot but manage the game, and he's doing that. And they look really good on the running game, and obviously their defense is shutting them down. I'm taking the Bucs too.
All right, we're going to let Stuart start out on the next one because it's the Titans at the Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins. Well, Bud Adams is screaming again. It seems that every 2 years now he's yelling at somebody. He might be screaming in an empty chair like Charlton Heston did. What was his name again?
Clint Eastwood.
Same thing. Anyway, he's 89. Sell the team. Good Lord. Anyway, I think the Dolphins win this one. The Titans are in disarray. Miami's home finally. They were on the road for 2 weeks plus the bye, so they hadn't been home in quite a while. I think the Dolphins take this.
I often feel like Clint Eastwood talking to an empty chair, even when Stu's sitting there. And sorry, dude.
That's no okay, offense. Charlton.
Clint didn't do much for the Republicans. I don't see Bud doing much for the Titans. We both like the Dolphins in this game. Miami's a nice place to be, but not for the Titans this week.
No, not at all. Bills-Patriots?
Okay, Bills-Patriots. The Bills really deserve a better fate than they're getting this year. They really tried. They went out. They made acquisitions on the defense. They were supposed to get C.J. Spiller the ball more. It never works for the Bills anymore. I mean, I remember the Jim Kelly Bills, and they were always in the hunt. They were great teams, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed. That hasn't happened for Buffalo in a long, long time. I thought they were going to be better this year. They're not. Thought the Patriots might be down a little bit this year. They are, but they're still good enough to beat Buffalo. Give me the Patriots in this one.
I agree. It's a divisional game. I think Buffalo, Fitzpatrick gets hot, but he hasn't been hot since September, and it's November now. I'm going to pick the Patriots because I just don't think Fitzpatrick can get this team going again.
Okay, the Raiders go to the Ravens, the battle of the R's. And we were talking about Doug Martin before, and he has a little bit of Ray Rice in him, and Ray Rice has a lot of Ray Rice in him. He is going to run all over Oakland. Much like Buffalo, Oakland is a team of the past. The 70 Oakland Raiders are one of the greatest teams ever, but they just haven't had it for years. They don't have it now. My money's on the Ravens easy in this one.
Yeah, I mean, if Doug Martin can run for 1,000,000 yards against the Raiders, what is Ray Rice going to do? I don't think Joe Flacco's going to have to do anything but say, hike here.
Yeah, pretty much. Broncos at Carolina. And Cam took down RG3 in the battle of the up-and-coming, quarterbacks.
Yeah, we both missed that.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for pointing that out.
Sure.
But Peyton looks healthy, wealthy, and wise. I mean, he has really come around. He's really come into form this season. There's no reason to believe that Carolina's winning 2 in a row. I'm taking the Broncos pretty easily in this one.
No reason to discuss anything. Broncos by 14.
All right. Well, that was quick.
Yeah.
The Giants at the Bengals, and it really was kind of shocking to see Eli not pulling out in the fourth quarter against the Steelers. The Giants let one slip away last week. The Bengals have been the Bengals. They've been unimpressive.
Yeah.
I thought they might have turned it around and really gotten the ship righted, but they're not. So I'm going against Natty. I'm going with the Giants.
Well, the Giants are, in their annual midseason swoon, I think. They're going on the road to play the Bengals. I'm picking the Giants, but don't be surprised if the Bengals win as the Giants take 4 games off and then come back and win the next 10 to win the Super Bowl.
Come back and win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they do it.
The Lions will be traveling to my Vikings, and Christian Ponder suddenly has lost the ability to throw a pass. Last week, Adrian Peterson nearly broke the 200-yard mark on 17 carries, and Christian Ponder almost broke the 70-yard passing mark on 22 attempts. Almost got there. He was in the low to mid-60s.
A fantasy nightmare.
He's having that Steve Sachs-like moment where you just lose the ability to throw the ball. Like, duck! Ponder's throwing it.
Mackie Sasser.
Nice, Mackie Sasser
Yeah,
reference.
Mackie Sasser.
We know all sports here, folks. So I'm hoping that Christian stops pondering and starts throwing the damn ball better. And I'm pulling for my Vikes, so I'm picking my Vikes. But this is a toss-up game to make.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lions. I think the Lions' offense is finally on the move. If they can contain Adrian Peterson, who could run all over them, you never know. AP's playing great, but I also heard they're thinking of sitting him. I don't know. I'm hearing strange rumors about AP this week. I'm taking the Lions.
Stuart with the inside sources.
I'm home all day watching the internet.
I'm going to have to check the Daily Norseman, a great source for Viking fans, by the way. So we're going to move over to G. Simp's Falcons at the Saints. And last week, the Saints pretty much finished off the Eagles' season.
Yeah.
Might have finished off Andy Reid. They were all over Vic early in that game. Marcus Vic is now tweeting like, "Help my brother, save him." Remember when Marcus was going to move up to the next level?
Yeah, Arena League.
His next level was tweeting. Sorry, Marcus. But so the Falcons are off to the most unimpressive undefeated season I've ever seen. My money on this one is on the Saints. I think they finished off the Eagles, and I think they're going to finish off the Falcons' undefeated run.
Me too, just because Atlanta has to lose a game somewhere. It's a divisional game. New Orleans is at home. These games are always close. I mean, from as long as I can remember going back to the 70s, Saints, Falcons, no matter what the teams are, they're close. I like Drew Brees more than I like Matt Ryan.
Just because Drew's a really, really nice guy. So we're going to go to the Jets at the Seahawks. And the Jets had a great week last week. There was no turmoil. There was no headlines. There was no embarrassment. And that's because they were on the bye.
Except Rex Ryan was voted most overrated coach by most of the players in the NFL.
I'll give Rex this, though. He got off a great line. He said, because number 2 was Bill Belichick, and he said, at least I beat Belichick at
Finally.
something. So I do like Rex's sense of humor. I don't know that I like his coaching. We know we don't like his offensive coordinator choices in both Schottenheimer. I guess he didn't get to choose that one.
No.
And now Sperano. The Seahawks defense is vastly improved, and I think they're going to talon the Jets to death. I think this is another example of a bird taking down a plane.
Well, boo.
Yeah, Sully Sullenberg and all that.
The Jets usually go to the West Coast and play some weird games and they win them. But I really think that the Seahawks defense is playing lights out. They just have to figure out a way to snuff out Wilson and Lynch. That's all the Jets have to do. Lynch is a beast. I bet you the Jets win, but I'm taking Seattle.
Okay. Then we go to the Cowboys at the Eagles. Hate them both. Hate to even like if I'm channel surfing, I would close my eyes to get past this game because I hate to see either of these teams win. In this case, I'm going to take the Eagles because I hate them a teeny little itty bitty bit less than I hate the Cowboys. So give me the Eagles. LaShawn McCoy might carry them to victory.
In September, this looked like a great matchup of 2 teams that are going to win a lot of games. It's not. Turn it off. I'm taking the Eagles.
Okay. So we got Rams at the 49ers, and I'll tell you what, if I've said this every week, I'm not related to Sam Bradford, but if he was on the 49ers, they would be your NFC champions this year. Unfortunately for the 49ers, Alex Smith is on the 49ers, and he's reverted back to sort of pre-last year Alex Smith form. It's a tough game, but at home with Frank Gore and with the Rams being a little banged up, I got to take the 49ers in this one.
Yeah, it's tough to stop Gore, Crabtree, Moss, Vernon Davis. You're not worried about Alex Smith in this game. Gore's going to rip them apart. I think it's the 49ers in a laugher.
There are two teams with horns on their helmets, and teams with horns on their helmets never win big games. I just wanted to point that out.
I never thought of that. And
actually, I guess the Texans have horns,
you
too.
have too much time on the train.
Yes, and the
Yeah,
Bills.
and there's three. Yeah.
And the Bills have horns. There's a lot of
You're
teams.
an idiot.
A lot of teams with
Holy
horns on their
crap.
helmet. Who realized there were so many damn teams with
I'm
horns
sorry
on
Steve
their
Brown was able to make it this week.
helmet? I guess that's a fleur-de-lis, not horns on the Saints.
I don't know. Speaking of horns.
Anyway, we've got the best game of the week, and this is the Texans with their horns at the Chicago Bears. And Stu, bring me my drool cup because I love a game like this. I love a game with two great defenses. The Texans might be a little more balanced, but the Bears have a defense that's outscoring their offense, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see them losing at home. Lovie Smith is a vastly underrated coach. So give me the Lovey Bears to win this one at home. Hopefully the winnery winds will be whipping in Chicago.
Yeah, I think Cutler wishes he was playing the Titans again. This is going to be a game that's won by the special teams and the defenses. I like Chicago's defense a little more than I do like the Texans' defense. And it's cold in Chicago, and I can't wait for this game.
Okay. A game that you probably can wait for is the Monday Nighter, and that's the Chiefs at the Steelers. The Chiefs are like eating paste. They're just really, really boring this year. They can't get their quarterback situation straight. I ate a lot of paste in school. Yes, I did, kids. No insurance company this year is going to cover a Steelers running back because they're all hurt. But Roethlisberger's got it going. They were able to beat the Giants. They're going to be at home. There's nothing in this game that says the Chiefs are going to win this. So give me the Steelers easy.
Great googly moogly. Who made the schedule this week? The Monday night games have been awful. The Sunday night games have been the best. And I stay up because I'm a football fan on Monday night, but that's 2 late nights in a row. It's getting hard to be a fan at 51 years old.
Yeah.
But the Steelers have 3 running backs on which they can rely. The Chiefs have nothing going. They have nothing going. And unfortunately for all you fantasy fans, Brady Quinn will not be playing this week. So, you'll have to sit him on your fantasy team. You got Wallace and Brown, if he's healthy, torching this lousy team. Steelers by a fortnight.
Steelers have Wallace and Brown. Chiefs play like Wallace and Gromit. And the Steelers do have 3 good running backs. The problem with that is all of them are banged up every week.
But it's the Chiefs. Great googly moogly.
It's the chefs.
Yeah, the chefs.
There you go.
This week's bye week, it's the Cardinals, the Browns, the Packers, the Redskins, and obviously Steve Brown's horn team theory. They're all on the bye.
And speaking of bye,
goodbye.
Bye.
See you next week.
Football.
Good night.